I will come again. Mary Magdalene imagined that everyone would easily believe that she had spoken to Jesus. What a mistake! How could Jesus have spoken with Mary Magdalene? But who could have taken his body? During the entire day, many disciples were exchanging ideas and coming up with suppositions. Meanwhile, Cleopas and another disciple were returning to the town of Emmaus where they lived. Emmaus was a short distance from Jerusalem. During their walk, they were talking about the latest events when they noticed that someone was accompanying them. The stranger approached them and started a conversation with them. "What are you talking about?" the stranger asked. The disciples began to tell him about Jesus and his death. But the stranger gently rebuked them for not understanding about the life and death of Christ. He reminded them of what the prophets had said and how everything that had happened according to what was predicted in the scriptures. The stranger obviously had a lot of knowledge about the Bible and spoke the biblical texts from memory. When they arrived in Emmaus, they invited the stranger to have dinner with them and to continue the conversation. It was only the time of sharing and blessing of the bread when they recognized him. It was Jesus. They barely had time to recover from their surprise before Jesus disappeared. The other disciples also had news to tell. Jesus had appeared to Simon, and while they talked, Jesus appeared again. Everyone heard him say, "Peace be with you." However, their afflicted hearts did not feel peace. They were afraid. "Look at my feet and my hands. A spirit does not have flesh and bones, but I do," said Jesus to prove that it was really him who was there. Then, to everyone's surprise, he asked for something to eat. They had a piece of broiled fish. Jesus thanked them, and while he ate, he spoke to them, giving them cheerfulness and hope. Jesus stayed with them for many years, removing their doubts and teaching them about the work they should do. The work would not be easy, but he would send the Spirit of God to be with them while they fulfilled the important mission of spreading the message of Jesus to every person. Suddenly, Jesus asks Peter, "Peter, do you love me?" Peter remembered the night that he said to Jesus that he loved him so much that he would give his life for him. But a few hours later, he denied him 3 times. "You know I love you," he answered. "Take care of my sheep," said Jesus. Jesus repeated the questions and the request to Peter 3 times. He wanted to confirm the love of Peter and the forgiveness he was offering to him. He also wanted Peter to help him with work on earth. One day, Jesus went to the Mount of Olives with the 11 disciples to give them some last instructions. He then gave them an order. "Go and tell everything that you have seen and learned with the people of Jerusalem, Judea, and Samaria, and to the most distant places of the earth. Jesus was still speaking when the disciples noticed that he was ascending. He ascended so high that they could not see him anymore. They were worried by the thought of never seeing him again. With their eyes wet with tears, they noticed two strangers dressed in white approaching. "Why are you looking up to the sky?" both of them asked. "This Jesus who was with you and went to heaven will come back in the same way you saw him ascend." What a precious promise! The disciples were happy. The same Jesus who told them so many stories, healed the sick, resurrected the dead, and did so much good for the poor and the needy, will come again.